What's going on, world? I know you have been waiting for another Money Moves episode, so without further ado, let's see where the money has been flowing in the world of technology. Nuvve wins $400 million V2G EV charging contract in New Mexico. The state of New Mexico has awarded Nuvve a $400 million contract to provide turnkey EV charging solutions, including hardware, maintenance, and data management to the state's growing fleet of electric vehicles. That $400 million number comes from Nuvve estimates about New Mexico's total addressable market, which includes the current plans to electrify the state of New Mexico electric vehicles and support broader electrification and V2G efforts. The contract is structured as a statewide price agreement, enabling long-term progress across public agencies throughout New Mexico. The contract, structured as a statewide price agreement, will advance New Mexico's vehicles as a service program, which state officials say will help facilitate more widespread fleet electrification through turnkey EV charging solutions, vehicle-to-grid, V2G, and microgrid development, corridor charging stations, EV leasing and infrastructure financing, and asset transition management. Present raises $20 million to build AI for slide decks. Present, a startup empowering customers to build slide decks using generative AI, has raised $20 million as it further develops and refines its AI models for different use cases and expands into new markets. Present's platform has users upload their assets and documents such as Excel files, PDFs, and links, and gives Present's AI assistant called Astrid context about the company for which they're creating a presentation. Users can also include team abbreviations and specific terminology, as well as additional preferences and requirements. Present uses openly available AI models fine-tuned on proprietary data, including a dataset of 2 million slide decks to power its platform. The startup also builds AI models for specific applications, like recommending layouts users should use for particular decks. Present claims to serve around 150 Fortune 2000 companies and targets customers in the biopharma and tech industries. Mishra says that the new funding and all-equity investment and an extension of Present's April 2022 Series A will help Present go after potential clients in financial services and manufacturing and expand into operations to Europe, Japan, and Singapore. Present's latest investment, which values Present at well over $100 million, was led by Greycroft with participation from Zoom Ventures, Emergent Ventures, and Westwave. New investors True Global Ventures, Manulife Ventures, and Alumni Ventures also joined the tranche. Apptronik brings in another $53 million to fuel Apollo production. Apptronik announced that it added an extra $53 million to its oversubscribed Series A funding round, bringing the total funding from the round to $403 million. The company said the round reflects strong market demand and investor confidence in Apptronik's leadership, unique design, and technology. The Series A funding will fuel the production and deployment of Apptronik's AI-powered humanoid robot Apollo. Additionally, the company will use the funds to support growing customer demand across key industries. These include automotive, electronics manufacturing, third-party logistics, beverage bottling and fulfillment, and consumer packaged goods. Currently, Apptronik has agreements with industry leaders Mercedes-Benz and GXO Logistics to test Apollo in real-world applications. B Capital and Capital Factory led the round. Google, Mercedes-Benz, Japan Post Capital, ARK Invest, Helium 3, Magnetar, Ryder Ventures, a syndicate led by Korea Investment Partners, and others are also joining the oversubscribed round. Recently, Apptronik and Google DeepMind announced a strategic partnership to build the next generation of humanoid robots. Last month, Apptronik announced a pilot engagement and strategic collaboration with Jabil to build Apollo humanoid robots and integrate them into Jabil's manufacturing operations, paving the way for Apollo humanoid robots to build more humanoid robots. In more Money Moves news, Vizoid bags fresh funds for AI that accelerates 3D rendering for architects. Oslo-based startup Vizoid has raised 700,000 euros in seed funding for its AI software, which helps architects turn their 3D models into striking renders within seconds. For architects and designers, a good render can mean the difference between winning or losing a client. However, rendering typically requires a lot of time, effort, and expertise and money. tools like Visoid look to disrupt the status quo. Here's how the software works. You take a screenshot of your 3D design and import it into Visoid's web-based app. Then write out a general overview of your creative vision using a text prompt. You can also set more detailed requirements like the desired lighting or background elements, and once ready, you click render. Then the AI, trained on images of real buildings and homes, will generate your visualization. If you're happy with the result, you then download it up to 4K resolution. All of this speeds up the 3D rendering time by up to 90%, Visoid claims. The startup also promises to slash costs. A typical architectural 3D render costs anywhere from €90 to €9,000 per image. In contrast, Visoid's premium software package is available for just €55 a month. Since launching in 2023, Visoid has attracted customers in over 80 countries and generated more than 2.7 million images, with over 500,000 uploaded to its platform. Visoid will use the fresh capital to expand its team and reach new clients. Anywhere Robotics picks up $12 million seed funding to automate container unloading. Anywhere Robotics recently announced it has secured $12 million in seed funding. The funding fuels the expansion of Pixmo, the company's multi-purpose mobile robot that automates container and truck unloading operations. Pixmo combines an autonomous mobile robot, a collaborative robot, an array of 3D perception sensors, and an AI brain to efficiently handle labor-intensive box unloading tasks. The round is led by GFT Ventures, with participation from Foothill Ventures, Black Forest Ventures, Alumni Ventures, and other investors. Anywhere Robotics has partnered with Western Post US as its first commercially disclosed customer, automating their floor-loaded container unloading process on the receiving dock. Container and trailer unloading will not be the only application Pixmo handles for its customers. Future software releases will enable the multi-purpose robot to perform additional tasks such as mobile paddleization, mobile depaddleization, case picking, and container loading, creating a versatile robotic workforce that can be dynamically deployed based on operational demands. Factorio, an HR unicorn, snaps up $120 million from General Catalyst to boost sales and marketing. Factorio, the Barcelona-based unicorn startup that provides an all-in-one HR platform in the cloud for small and medium businesses, has picked up a non-dilutive $120 million from General Catalyst, money it says it'll be invested into one specific area, go-to-market, a term used for the wider expenses associated with sales and marketing activities. Having funds to go-to-market, as Factorio now does, is one way to grow a sales funnel. Yet, unfortunately, among SaaS companies, so is poaching and other aggressive tactics to secure talent, leads, and strategy. But with this fresh $120 million, Factorio clearly has a window to position itself away from such drama and win business. To be clear, this money is not an equity investment, nor is it the more classic form of venture debt. The money is coming out of the General Catalyst Customer Value Fund. It's effectively a non-dilutive loan that Factorio will pay back from its cash flow, specifically gross profit from customers that GC's money helped acquire. Factorio has now borrowed $200 million from GC under these terms after picking up $80 million under the same terms in April of 2024. In our next Money Moves news, we have Rerun's open source AI platform for robots, drones, and cars revs up with $17 million seed. Rerun, a Stockholm-based dev tool startup which builds a data stack for this emergent kind of physical AI, has secured $17 million in seed funding to help AI developers smooth out the bumps from code to road, as it were. The seed round was led by Point9 out of Germany, bringing the 2022 founded startup's total funding to date to $20.2 million. Nicholas West, co-founder and CEO of Rerun, stated that AI operates in the physical world is already booming. Per West, Rerun's database and cloud data platform is built from the ground up for physical AI data and workflows, managing multimodal data such as video streams, 3D scenes, and tensors. The startup's multimodal data stack supports visual debugging, helping developers to track back their bots' movements to better understand where things might be going wrong, importing data from real-world sensors to power spatial visualization and analytics. Visualizations of physical AI data created by Rerun's open source platform has been incorporated into other open source projects by companies such as Meta, Google, Hugging Hugging Face, and Unitree. Commenting in a statement, Ricardo Sequeira and Ram, a partner at Point9, said reruns strengthened open source led to the investment, which is a notably large seed round for a European startup. Sunflower Capital also participated in rerun seed round along with existing investors, Costa Nova Ventures, and Seed Camp. Department of Energy awards $6.3 million for quantum energy grid optimization. The U.S. Department of Energy's Advanced Research Projects Agency Energy has awarded Inflection $6.2 million to develop quantum-enhanced energy grid optimization techniques. The funding supports Inflection's energy optimization with niche computing for decarbonization and efficiency program. ENCODE aims to explore how quantum computing can enhance energy grid optimization by integrating quantum technology. Inflection develops quantum hardware and software for computing, networking, positioning, and sensing, leveraging cold atom technologies. The company plans to collaborate with Argonne National Laboratory, the Electric Power Research Institute, and the National Renewable Energy Laboratory to integrate quantum algorithms into optimization workflows used in power generation and distribution. Inflection and its partners intend to develop quantum algorithms for large-scale energy grid optimization, co-designed with Inflection's neural atom quantum computers. This will collaborate with industry leaders, including ComEd and Exelion subsidiary, to explore viable deployment pathways. Analytics company Dataminr secures $85 million to fund growth. Dataminr, a data analytics company that counts NATO and OpenAI among its customers, has raised $85 million in a combination of convertible financing and credit, the company announced recently. The new capital will allow Dataminr to accelerate its growth trajectory and provide investors with a discount to the IPO price or a subsequent round of financing, CEO Ted Bailey stated. We'll also use this new funding to expand our international go-to-market in Europe, the Middle East, and Asia to power additional products in new verticals. Bailey added that the new tranche, which was led by security-focused VC Knight Dragon and HSBC, is pre-IPO convertible financing and doesn't set a valuation. Knight Dragon also created a special purpose vehicle, SPV, for an additional $100 million in convertible financing from the VC's affiliates and partners. Dataminr is an unequivocal success in several respects. The company serves over 800 customers, including 2/3 of the Fortune 50, along with 1,500 newsrooms. It's approaching $200 million in annual recurring revenue, and it has a 5-year, $282 million contract with the U.S. Department of Defense. Up next, we have Grub Market raises $50 million at a $3.5 billion valuation to build AI for the $1 trillion food distribution industry. Recently, food e-commerce startup Grub Market announced a new equity round of $50 million at a post-money valuation of over $3.5 billion. The move underscores how some tech businesses are not slowing down their expansion plans despite all the noise. The funding round, a Series G, includes participation from Three Spoke Capital, Joseph Stone Capital, Liberty Street Funds, Pegasus Tech Ventures, Pine Grove Capital Partners, Portfolio, and ROC Venture Group, along with additional unnamed backers. In a food distribution market estimated to be worth some $1 trillion annually, Grub Market's valuation has been on a swift upswing on the back of a growing balance sheet. The U.S. business pitches itself as an online farmers market, connecting consumers in North America with suppliers of local fresh produce, with the broader ambition of digitally transforming the American food supply chain industry. In the last year, Grub Market released really comprehensive enterprise AI software for the food supply chain industry. This includes components that provide business intelligence and AI analysts to help customers plan and manage their cash flow, and a third AI that's essentially an ordering assistant. The AI assistant's aim is to ingest whatever is coming in and get it into a common format to be used throughout the rest of the system. Zhu said that a number of the components have patents and filed applications, underscoring the seriousness of the endeavor in the business. Alatique secured $6.5 million for its SaaS tool focused on product lifecycle management. Alatique raised a €6 million Euro funding round led by Point9 a few months ago, and the French startup is announcing the funding round recently. Alatique has been developing product lifecycle management (PLM) software for manufacturing industrial companies working in aerospace, automotive, electronics, luxury, and more. The company is entirely focused on product lifecycle management and following the SaaS playbook. It serves large SMEs and mid-market industrial companies. Alatique acts as the single source of truth for product data, CAD files, specification sheets, information on quality requirements, and more. It integrates with the enterprise tools that these companies are already using, including CAD and ERP software. In addition to improving internal workflows, Alatique can also be used as a supply chain traceability tool or as a tool to co-design some components with other companies. In addition to Point9, Entropy Industrial and Angel Invest also invested in the startup. Several business angels have participated as well, such as Cardison Thama, Emmanuel Martin Chave, Marcus Emmett, and Stéphane Alberni. Turing Tech reveals $20 million in backing to fix problems in vibe coding. Turner Tech, which launched its Artemis product at NVIDIA's GTC event, raised a total of $20 million in funding. Turing Tech describes Artemis as an evolutionary AI platform that can optimize and validate enterprise code bases. Founder Cathan explained that as you generate a lot of code, you're generating a lot of inefficiencies. We use Artemis to find all the inefficiencies in the code that's being generated, make it faster, and use fewer resources. Unlike other Gen AI tools that rely solely on LLMs for basic code generation and optimization, Artemis aims to refine, validate, and evolve code to improve performance, security, and scalability. Turing Tech's latest funding round included a previously unannounced $15 million Series A, closed 7 months ago and led by Oxford Capital, with Circle Rock and IQ Capital participating. So that's just some of the money moves happening in the world of technology. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and to continue to stay informed, like the video, subscribe, check out these 2 videos right here. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the next Money Moves episode.